Do you think the woman should be offended that a DNA test is being asked?
A woman will be offended if she has doubt.
All right, guys, doing? Welcome back to SunnySword podcast.
Birth control and kids, etc. Tell me, what's your opinion about getting a DNA test?
Well, in Japan, it's kind of normal.
Tell me about that.
So when the baby is born, right, they immediately check if the blood type is A, B, C.
Right.
Not C. There's no such thing as C.
Right. A, B.
O, A, B.
Yes.
Right.
Are they checking that also to see if it's the parents are correct?
The doctor usually asks their parents' blood type too. Just in case, like, the baby needs some blood or something.
Right.
So it's like an automatic thing in Japan. So some people, they get divorced because the blood type is totally different.
Oh, really?
And the father find out.
Oh. Like, I don't know.
It sometimes happens.
You know, how does it work? Like, if I have, say, for example, I'm O and she's A. What happens? The child can only be O or A? Is that it? All right, this is just a quick result from Google. We just searched how does blood type inheritance work? Everyone inherits 2 alleles
of genes.
One from each parent. The combination of your 2 alleles determine your blood type. Okay, so there's a table here and there's combinations. I'm just curious about this. I don't know how it works.
So if the father has A and the mother has B, there's a likely chance you might get anything. A, B, O.
Okay, so if it's an A and an O, you can only have an A and an O.
Yeah.
If it's an A and a B, you can have all.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the worst one if you're trying to check.
Yeah.
Right?
You're going to find out about it. You're not going to know.
If it's an A and a B, you can have all different types of blood types.
Yeah.
So this is the hardest to understand. You have to do a real
Yeah, because my
test.
uncle has A.
Uh-huh.
And the aunt has B.
Right.
So
if it's a B and a B, you can still have an O. That's interesting.
yeah, because you have like an O
right
blood or whatever.
Right, but if you have an A and an AB, you cannot get an O.
Yeah.
And also if you have a B and an AB, you cannot get an O. So AB prevents O, from what I'm seeing here.
AB and AB?
Yeah, if you look. Anything with AB removes the chance of getting an O.
If
you get it? Anything mixed with AB.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Leads to no O's.
Yeah.
Anything else will give you an O possibility.
And by the way, in Japan, the most population we have is A.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go to India,
it's different by country, right?
It's mostly B.
That's so interesting.
Gorilla has B.
The rapper?
No. The animal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Only?
They only have B.
That's crazy.
Some shit like that.
That's crazy.
And the horses has like gazillion numbers.
Oh, really?
Of blood types, yeah.
All right.
And there's one more blood type. There's a rare blood type called RH negative.
Well, that's a European.
Yeah, they only have in Norwegian area.
Only Europeans can have that one.
Yeah.
But
the one with the red hair people.
So okay, that's really great that in Japan they do some type of blood DNA testing for children, but in the U.S. they don't do anything when the child is born. The parent can ask for it, but the thing right now is that it's becoming quite a discussion right now in the United States.
No, it was because some people, they just look at cases, right?
Right.
The father didn't pay the child support, so he went to jail.
Right.
But it wasn't his kid.
That's right. That's right. So as technology has been improving and DNA testing has been becoming more affordable, etc., people are doing it more and realizing that their children are not their children. Right. In a previous video, we learned about how when parents were on their deathbed or parents were in an emergency situation and they needed the blood from their parents, from their children, they realized that the children were incompatible with their parents, which shows that
40%.
They were not their children. And that was a 40%. That was reported
from two hospitals.
From 2 hospitals, it was reported to be 40% that the parent and the child were not related, actually.
Fucking horse.
Right. So some crazy stuff right now. And so because of this situation, more and more men are asking for DNA tests for the child.
40%.
And because it is a thing. The only person who knows that their child is the woman, because the child comes out of the woman. So she knows it's hers, right?
Yeah.
But for us, we don't know. And the thing is that these days, some women are very offended by this. They think that it's
I think only whores get offended.
I don't know, but some women feel like it's a question of trust. You know, if you already are in a relationship with the woman, then you should be trusting her to know that you have a child with her, is what some women are saying.
I mean, if you hear 40%, right?
Yeah, it makes you want to
Yeah,
check.
it makes you want to check. You know,
Right.
forget about it.
Do you think the woman should be offended that a DNA test is
Only
being
time
asked?
a woman will be offended if she has doubt that it may not.
No, she'll be offended because you asking her to do something, and that means you don't trust me.
But this will be by law.
Now, if it's by law, whether you're offended or not, who cares? It's part of the process.
She's offended already.
She's offended in the beginning. She's already
offended.
She's already
with
offended.
that fucking 60s glasses. We know you're fucking offended. Forget about it.
The 60s glasses.
Yeah,
The 60s
the
glasses.
60s glass. Look,
Right. But look, she's already offended.
the 60s are offended. The 60s already offended. Right. She looks like a 60s. Yeah, she looks like she belongs in the Brady Bunch.
But look, there's so many TV shows in the US, like Jerry Springer or any of these, like, you know, reality shows where they check who's the father, and so many
People
times,
like judge and stuff too.
yeah,
like
there's some people
reality
like, you
judge
are
shows.
not the father,
Yeah.
right? So many times. But the thing is, yeah, so I don't think that women should be offended by this. They should just actually be like, okay, yes, we need to do this. Let's get it done and let's get it over with. The problem is, I guess, like he said, if you are not sure of the situation, you know, then that's when women probably really get upset.
I mean, there's so many fucking cases in America. Like, so many cases where the father's not the father.
But I guess, you know, I understand the woman who says that, you know, if you want a DNA test, you're questioning loyalty.
I mean,
I can understand women that think that, you know, why would you question my loyalty or something like that? But at the same time, I think that women should say, look, I've been loyal to you, and I'm just going to let you know that you don't have to worry about anything. Let's get the test done. It's fine. You know.
I mean, some of the loveliest couple, right?
Yes.
Women be cheating.
Right. That's true.
Pros thing, right? They said the 40%, the
Right.
choice is not the father. If that number is like 5%, 10%, maybe the females will be offended by a DNA test because of the loyalty issue.
Right,
Right.
right.
It's 40%.
Right.
Men has doubts, you know.
Right.
If the kid is not mine, they don't want to be there for the kid.
Right. Right.
It is what it is. You know?
It is what it is. There are some women who are trying to choose the right man. There's been reports of that, etc. That's the only reason why it ends up like that. You know, because she wants to keep that guy who has stability. So, yeah, I think that it's fine, and DNA test should be done. If you like the show,
Bicycle coffee.
really appreciate it. See you in the next one. Peace.